Good evening, and welcome to this week's edition of The Message. I'm your host, Donatus King, and we'll spend this next hour with one purpose in mind, and that one purpose is delivering the message that God is Almighty. Everything that ever was, is now, or ever will be, is a piece of God. Everything that ever was, is now, or ever will be, was made by God. Everything that ever happened, is happening right now, or ever will happen, was made to happen by God. God is the master plan for all time and all creation. God is Almighty. The message is brought to you by, is produced by the Society of Knowledge. The Society is an interdenominational ministry. Our members come from various different religious and spiritual backgrounds. We have various different religious and spiritual beliefs. Although we come from different backgrounds and have different beliefs, there's one belief that we share. There's one piece of knowledge that we hold in common. And that's the knowledge that there is a being. By no matter what name we may have been taught to call that being, by no matter what name we may have come to know that being, whether that name be God, Allah, Yahweh, Jesus, Jehovah, Buddha, nature, by no matter what name, we know that there is a being that possesses not some of the power, not most of the power, but all of the power. That's the reason we do this show, and the only reason we do this show. And that's to deliver the message that that being that personally I call God, that being is indeed Almighty. Today is May the 5th. That's right, Cinco de Mayo. All of us celebrating the Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, 2022. And I remind you of that fact, not only because it's Cinco de Mayo, but I remind you of that fact because tonight, as we are on most Thursdays, we are live. And I remind you of that fact because this show is an open discussion. It's a two-way conversation. For those of you that are watching by Facebook, I welcome you and I invite you, I encourage you to hit the share button, hit the like button, start a watch party. Brother Armand, I saw you were on a minute ago. Sister Wanda, I saw you were on. Please hit that share button. And everyone that watches by Facebook, I'm asking to please hit that share button. Let folks know that we're on so they can also tune in and join the discussion. And I want you to join the discussion because there's something that's going on in your mosque, your church, your synagogue, your temple, your masjid, your place of worship, and you want to let the world know about it. You can join the discussion, post your comments on Facebook, or you can join us through Zoom. And earlier on this Facebook page, you'll see a post that says Zoom link. So open up that post, and there's a link that you can click on, and you can join us by Zoom. And again, I encourage you to join us. If there's something that's going on in your place of worship, and you want to let the world know about it, join us through Zoom or post your information on Facebook, and we'll do our best to read it all. If there's something that's going on in your nonprofit organization and you want to let the world know about it, I encourage you to do the same thing. Post information on Facebook, or you can join us by Zoom. And I encourage you to do that because this program, it'll be available 24/7 on Facebook. Is being recorded. So it'll be repeating on Facebook. And then it'll also be available 24/7 on our YouTube page. And it'll also be available on Cox Cable Orleans, channel 76. And so if you have some information that you want to share, put it on the comments or call us by Zoom, join us by Zoom. You know, I encourage you to do that, but more important, in my opinion, more important than what's going on in your place of worship more important than what's going on in your nonprofit organization. If there's something that God has done for you, a miracle that God has worked in your life, I invite you, I encourage you to share your testimony. Put your testimony in the Facebook comments. Join us by Zoom and speak your testimony. You know, our discussion topic, we're going to talk about it in a minute, but our discussion topic is miracles. And I'm here to tell you that God, the same God that you read about in your Bible, the same God that you read about in your Jewish Tanakh, the same God that you read about in your Islamic Quran, the same God that you read about in all those books that was working miracles thousands of years ago. I'm here to tell you that that God is still here today. That's right, 2022. And I know a lot of you are well educated. You might have 3 or 4 different degrees. You might think that, well, you don't believe in miracles, but then you want to say that you believe in the Bible. So the Bible talks about miracles. And I'm here to tell you that the same God that the Bible talks about, the same God that the Quran talks about, the same God that the Tanakh talks about, that same God, no matter what name you call it, is still here in 2022 and still working miracles. So if you have some testimony to be able to share, let folks know that God is still working healing miracles. God is still working financial miracles. God is still working all types of miracles. If you have a testimony, post your testimony on Facebook or join us through Zoom and speak your testimony. All right, let's go on with our program tonight. As I said, today is Cinco de Mayo. All right, the 5th of May, and as you know, and I think, I don't want to misspeak, but I think that's the day that Mexicans celebrate their independence. At one point, Mexico was under a rule, and they fought, and they gained their independence. And I think that is the origin of Cinco de Mayo. But do your research, and if I'm wrong, let me know. The order of our program, we'll have our religious spiritual study, and we're reminded by the first book of Thessalonians to prove all things, hold fast that which is good. That'll be followed by announcements, then testimonies, and let's say our discussion topic tonight, and that discussion topic, and that'll be part of our religious spiritual study, and that is miracles. Okay, miracles. That's what we'll be talking about tonight, and some of the points that we'll be discussing when we're talking about miracles. Are miracles real? Okay, that's a question. Are they real? Does God work miracles for sinners? All right. Does God work miracles for sinners? You have to be someone special or do something special for God to work a miracle in your life. So those are some of the questions we'll be discussing tonight under the topic of miracles. And as you see, this photograph, a fellow standing up on his own 2 feet and holding his crutches in his hand, holding them up in the air, symbolizing that he has healed, that miraculously now he can walk. He needed crutches, but now he can walk. So that's symbolizing and depicting miracles. Are people being healed and able to walk now in the year 2022? Well, we'll have that discussion. All right. And after that, we'll have our words of inspiration. And they're coming out of the book of Exodus, starting in chapter 12, verse 40. And we'll see how far we get. Announcements. As you see on your screen right now, that is our main website. And that is www.godisalmighty.org. I invite you to lock that website into your web browser, and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can visit that website and you can watch previously recorded episodes of the message. And there are links to all of our social media platforms. Yes, we do have a blog page. We have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We're using every means that we can to deliver the message that God is almighty. And I invite you, I encourage you, when you visit our website, or you visit one of our platforms, particularly TikTok, if you just put a short video, when you visit our TikTok, go ahead and visit our TikTok page, and you see that there are several short videos. Most of them are less than a minute long, where people simply say their name, say where they are, and then deliver the message that God is almighty, testify that God is almighty. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Post your testimony and tag us with it, so we can make sure that we put it on the Society's TikTok page. Shout out to our Lafayette, Louisiana Center of the Society. That's presided over by Messenger Brian King. Our Appaloosa Center, that's presided over by Messenger Corey Levier. And our Central Florida Center, that's presided over by Messenger Tena L. COVID-19, please get vaccinated. I was looking at something a little bit earlier on the news, and it was talking about some new strain of COVID. So, again, it's not over with. People are still dying. And I also heard on the news that we have reached that 1 million death mark in the United States because of COVID. 1 million people have died from COVID. And so, go ahead and get vaccinated. And I encourage you to get vaccinated. Imani Temple number 49 of the African American Catholic Church, Bishop John W. Milton is presiding, and that's located in Lafayette, Louisiana. Imani Temple number 28, a shout out to Bishop Wendy Mee. And Temple 28 is located here in the city of New Orleans. And I shout out to the folks over there at Temple 28. Again, truck driver training grant. The Louisiana Workforce Commission is actually paying your people's tuition to go to school so they can earn their CDL license and be able to get a license to drive those tractor trailer trucks. And those truck drivers make very good money. So if you're interested in that, having your license, your schooling paid for, contact Louisiana Workforce Commission. And you see on the screen, you'll see their website address. Previously recorded episodes of The Message can be watched on television, on Cox Cable Orleans, Channel 76, on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. So right now, if you're in the New Orleans area and you have Cox Cable, you can turn on your television and watch a previously recorded episode of The Message. Right? And as I said earlier, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can go to our YouTube page, and that YouTube page is at DNK Messenger, our YouTube channel rather. And when you go there, 24/7, you can. There's a whole bunch of our previously recorded episodes of the message, years and years worth. So you can go there and you can watch previously recorded episodes of the message. And what you see on your screen right now, I'm so happy and so excited. What you see on your screen right now is a billboard, And on the billboard, you can see that it says, God is Almighty, right? And that billboard, that is a billboard that was put up by the Society of Knowledge. And that billboard is located in the city of New Orleans at the intersection of I-10 and I-610 and Franklin Avenue. So it's right on side I-10, the interstate highway. So folks that are driving by, they are receiving the message. And that message, God is Almighty. Very simple. God is Almighty. Very simple, but very profound. God is Almighty. And I'm so happy and excited about it because, as I say, the only purpose of this show is to deliver the message that God is Almighty. That's the only purpose of this show. And that billboard, the analytics state that billboard, the numbers state that billboard, more than 500,000 people, or rather more than 500,000 views of that billboard every week. 500,000 views of that billboard every week. 500,000. So in a month's time, that's 2 million. 2 million views. So that's why I'm excited. I'm excited because that message is being delivered. And we can use social media, we can use television, we can use every means that there is. And here, this is another tool that we have to deliver that message. 24/7, that tool is out there delivering the message. That tool even has lights on it, that billboard. So in the middle of the night, someone driving down the highway, they can receive that message that God is Almighty. So I'm excited about that. I'm happy about that. And so God is just using us. God is using the society and using it for one purpose, and that one purpose is to deliver the message that God is indeed Almighty. Happy Mother's Day. This coming Sunday is indeed Mother's Day. And I encourage you to not wait until a particular day of the year to honor your mother, to show love to your mother. 365 days in the year, you ought to show love to your mother. And those of you that are fortunate enough to still have your mother with you, don't take that for granted. Okay? Don't take it for granted. So if there's no more than giving your mother a call on the phone. If you can't go see her, giving her a call on the phone. If you can't go see her, passing by, giving her a hug. Okay? Let her know how much you appreciate her being your mother, how much you appreciate being her child. So to all of the mothers, happy Mother's Day. And we know that there are some of us that are out there playing a dual role, mother and father. And some of us that might be an uncle or an aunt or a friend, and we're playing the role of mother. So when we talk about Mother's Day, even though what pops into mind, the image of the biological mother, that role of mother, the duties of a mother, we know that there are many folks that may not be a biological mother, but they are still functioning and taking the role of a mother. So all of you mothers, happy Mother's Day. To all of our mothers, happy Mother's Day. A religious spiritual study, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Coming out of the first book, Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. So miracles. Okay, that's our discussion topic. Miracles. So now let's start off our discussion. And there's again a photo depicting miracles. Start off our discussion. Matter of fact, you know what? Here's something here. Let me see. This is actually a testimony.
Hello, I'm Anita Woodley. I'm in Chapel Hill, North Carolina right now, and God is almighty.
And I'm speaking with a brother that has been a very dear friend of mine and my family, his wife, his family, our families have been very close friends for many years. Actually, you can call it decades. You can measure it in decades, not just years. This is, as I said, a very dear friend, Brother William King Meredith, better known as Brother Bill, one of the members of the Society of Knowledge. And, Brother Bill, we've been talking and talking about some of the changes that have occurred. And right now, you're located out here in San Antonio. But as you were speaking a little bit earlier, either we're going to play that clip or we'll play it after this piece, that with everything that's happened, you will still have that knowledge that God is Almighty.
Good. I know that I missed the free tutoring program too. When I first got here, I wanted to start going here. And in a few months, after getting with these people, I will have to contact you with Brother Donatus.
All right.
You will start a program right here.
All right, and for those of you that are not familiar, what Brother Bill is talking about is we have a program, the free tutoring program, and we work with children grades 1 through 12 that were achieving below average academically. And, again, we have to count this not in individual years, but decades. Brother Bill was the leading teacher and tutor in the math department, and this gentleman that you're looking at right now, one of the keenest mathematical minds that I know that was in New Orleans, just a treasure. The gentleman I'm proud to be standing with right now, as far as just mathematically, when it came to mathematics. This brother right here, par excellence.
Peace, everybody. This is to prove that God is Almighty. I'm sitting here in a makeshift home, but I feel elated. I have Brother Donatus King sans, that means minus, groupies. We're going to ask you to read Thessalonians, the first Thessalonians chapter 5. You will see something there telling you to prove all things and hold fast to what is good. Well, we have proven that God is Almighty. because here is the notice after
Almost 4 years.
after almost 4 years. I still love him in spite of everything else. Yes. But please read Psalm 103 too, along with 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And you will see that God is Almighty. You can see what God can do. He can deliver you. He can make you strong. There is something that is called the power of forgiveness. We forgive all those people who had done wrong to us by taking away our home, taking away our friendships. But you can't take away love, because we know that love is the most powerful force in the universe. We love each other and we will always be together. Peace be unto you and God bless you. And remember, God is Almighty.
Hello, friends. Unfortunately, we experienced some technical difficulties and the audio of the last portion of our show was not recorded. We apologize for that, and we think that we have those problems corrected, and we'll have them corrected for next week's edition of The Message. Thank you.